How's it going, YouTube? RCG here, back with another video. And today I wanted to do a vlog-ish sort of thing, but I decided since I don't know how to just talk to a camera just blindly, just stare at it and talk, I figured I'd do it with a little bit of background gameplay. So, it's sort of a vlog. I got on a topic that I just thought was important. I thought I'd share it, and I didn't know how to do it without having something going on, like looking at the game or something, so just gonna go ahead and do that. So let's just get into it. Alright, so today I was doing some thinking, and I'm constantly thinking, trying to figure out life's biggest secrets. Rarely ever actually accomplish that, but I was trying to figure out, exactly where I'm going, I suppose. So I suppose it's sort of a life type of thought, I suppose. And trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. Not like with YouTube or whatever, I mean, I guess that plays into it a little bit, but like just in general, I mean, I'm in school for welding, I make YouTube videos right now, while I'm not at school. Looking for a job, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do while I'm in school, though I suppose it really doesn't matter that much. And I don't know, I'm just a little bit lost, I suppose. And I find myself that I'm constantly trying to do what other people say works. Like whether it's I'm on YouTube and people say do the right tags or do the right thumbnails, or I'm at school and say, like, I don't know how to put it like for school wise, because I don't know how many of you guys know about welding and how much you know about it, but I mean, like, suppose you're supposed to say cut it this way or set it this way or whatever, and it doesn't work for me but it works for them, and they're saying, well, you're doing it wrong and that kind of thing, and then they say, you gotta find out your own way. It's kind of like that with YouTube, with everything else. You gotta figure out what works for you, but still works. And it's kind of difficult, honestly. Like, obviously it's difficult. Anyone can tell you that. It's just, it's so discouraging trying to figure out where I'm going, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to need to be doing. Like, I got all these plans and stuff, things I want to do, and I don't have a clue how I'm gonna get there. I don't know if they're possible, which is probably the wrong thinking to begin with anyway. Like, why ask yourself, is this possible? Why not just ask yourself, how am I going to get there? That's kind of just like common knowledge, people tell you to do that. Don't try to question yourself and whether you have the ability. But realistically, it's just, I don't know. This year I wanted to do things differently. I'm going to do things differently. I've been telling myself that this is going to be my year, like something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I'm going to hit 1,000 or so subscribers, or whatever it is, or score better in school than I have been. I mean, I haven't been doing bad, but I haven't been getting A's, which is, like I said, that's not a big deal. Lots of people don't get A's, but I really wanted to do things differently this year. I was tired of waking up and looking at myself and just being like, what are you doing? Like, why are you lost? You have everything, you got things going on right. What's honestly missing? And I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, what am I missing out on? I figure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, but I still feel like I'm not moving forward at all. Currently, I'm almost finished with my associate's degree in welding technology, which is pretty cool, I suppose. But I'm also interested in like 10,000 other things. Maybe I might go back to school, and then I might go back to school again, and I'm just trying to figure out, and I understand a little bit how things are supposed to be working and how things are working, and I need to be more patient. Decided I wanted to make a video about this because I know there's people out there that are just like me, and I don't know, it makes me feel better about myself and about what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do if I explain to people, and I don't know, maybe I can help someone out in some way. So that was sort of my intro as to my thought process with all this. Just, what am I doing? So just gonna speak like in general terms here. Like, I saw something at the beginning of the year. It was a FAZE temper video. If you guys know who FAZE temper is, I imagine you do if you are watching a Call of Duty sniping video, and if you don't, you should definitely check out the FAZE clan. Some of you may not like them, some of you may love them. It's, it's just about interest or whatever. I think they're great. I'm not too fond of all of them, but I think for the most part they're pretty good, and I'm getting way off topic here. Basically, he had a video where he was just talking about the new year. He's like, don't let anything stop you. Don't let people tell you can't do something if you really want to do it. Put your heart into whatever it is you're doing, and don't let anyone stop you, especially yourself. You can't be stopped unless by someone else, unless you actually allow yourself to believe what they're saying is true. Like, if someone says you can't do this, you can just be like, hey, go fuck yourself. But if you actually tell yourself, you know what, they're kind of right, I can't. you're gonna believe that. And it took me a long time to figure out, if you tell yourself something for long enough, you're gonna end up believing it yourself. And I was like, that's garbage, there's no way. But if you think about it, how many times have you told yourself you can't do something? And now you're under the impression that you actually can't, and you try to figure out, why do I think this way? And it's not because everyone else was telling you that. I mean, that might add into it, or might have started it off. But what they told you wouldn't have made a damn thing. It wouldn't have meant a damn thing if you didn't eventually start telling yourself, you know, they're probably right. I should probably find something else to do. Or, I mean, I'm just not good for anything. And that's so wrong. I mean, that's just, you know, it's just screwed up. So I'm really doing my best to ignore, I guess, way of putting, ignore the haters, I suppose, because they're always going to be there. But I wanted to encourage other people to do the same thing. You know, let's make this new year like your year. Make this like something you want to look back on in the future as a year that got you somewhere, like, in the right direction, if anything else. Like, if it doesn't get you where you want to be, look at it as a year that you didn't waste. I heard this quote from, if you've ever seen these motivational videos, they all use pretty much the same, like, 4 speeches, and this guy was saying, don't let your emotions take over and control you. Like, we all have those friends that are just, you know, on top of the world, that are just invincible, and we want to get there, but we don't ever ask them how did they do it, because no one just wakes up one day and, you know, they're living the life they've always wanted. That doesn't happen. I mean, even people that grow up in families that have lots of money, and, you know, you got great parents. I got great parents, like, genuinely great parents. Not that, like, people aren't just things, but I mean, that doesn't fill out your life. You got to be grateful for what you have, especially if you have amazing parents, but there's more to it than that. And people are always trying to convince you, if you had a better upbringing than they did, or your family had more money, then you have no reason to be upset. You didn't have anything to worry about. And while to an extent that may be true, like, if you're just walking around upset all the time saying your life sucks and no one cares about you, it's bullshit, you know? Something I'm guilty of, something we're all guilty of, just because we get a bad place and we start saying shit we don't mean, or we may mean it and it may still just be garbage, like this guy's playing style. I don't know, just, you know, don't doubt yourself. This year is special. I mean, this year just started. I mean, last year, this year started off bad for me. Let's see, what's the date today? In 4 days, it'll be a year since my friend was killed in a car accident. She was 19 years old. It was January 18th, beginning of the year. You know, just a freak thing. It sucked. And when stuff like that happens, you tend to be like, well, this is going to ruin the rest of the year, or you'll see, like, you'll go on Facebook and you'll see someone say, well, this ruined my whole year, or the year started off bad, or whatever. And it's all about perspective. Like, the year, it may be, like, even if it is a shitty thing, it's all about perspective. It doesn't matter how bad things get if you try to look forward to things, like, find something in every day, or in an upcoming day, or the day you're in, that you're excited about, even if it's just something small, like going to your favorite restaurant, then that's just the way you gotta live. You gotta look at things day to day instead of looking so far ahead you can't even see where you're at, which is something I'm so guilty of. I know so many other people are guilty of because I see it all the time. It just sucks. So don't doubt the things you're able to do. Don't doubt what your ability is. If you want to be a famous YouTuber, or you want to be the best pipe welder in the world, or you're a graphic designer, or you want to be a nurse, or whatever it is, you know, go out and do it. If you're still in like grade school or high school or whatever, don't think, well, I have all the time in the world to get there, because I mean, you really don't. Your time is going to cut off at some point. You're going to look back in your life and be like, I've done nothing. My view of where I want to be and what I want to do and all that, and what I want to happen when I die is different than what most people have. I've noticed that most people want to get married, you know, or start a family, or have nice cars and that kind of thing. And my big thing is I want to be remembered for doing something special, doing something that made the world, like, better for someone, or for a large group of people, or a small group of people, you know, just something that was worthy, that I did that no one else had done before, or people had wanted to do before and were too afraid to try it. If I were to by some miracle become a I don't know, some famous YouTuber, people decided that they wanted to watch me play games and talk and rant and stuff all day, and I made them, and that, you know, that turn their whole day around whenever they watch my video. That'd be great. And the reason wouldn't be like for the money. You see all these guys like Nade Shot and big YouTubers that drive fancy cars, GTRs, G-Wagons, that kind of thing. All that stuff's great, and I'm sure I'd drive a nice car, but I'd be more interested in the influence. I'm always telling myself this, the influence. Like when you see someone like PewDiePie, I mean, I don't really like him, but his influence is amazing. Like, suppose that guy wanted to do a charity like he did a couple years ago. He raised like $3 million in like 4 days just because he has fans. That's a really big deal. Imagine what you could do with that type of influence. It's dangerous because if you let it get to your head, you can do really bad things with it. But you don't really see that with YouTubers because of how hard they work to get there. I've never seen a YouTuber that had millions of subscribers that was a complete asshole. It's not a common thing. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Not so much like with whatever I do, whether I want to be known by people in whatever I do, not because I want to get rich, but because I want to be respected. I want to earn the respect of people, not steal their money. So I felt like this was, I don't know, it was a relatable topic and something that I don't really see a lot of videos on. Like there's those motivational videos and those are great. I watched one before I did this video because I wanted something to go off. I need something to spark my interest, to motivate me, to inspire me to do this video in the first place and get the words out. And so those are all great, but no one really talks about in detail what you're gonna do with it. And that maybe just because it's personal and individual, and it's not as general, I suppose, as suppose just telling yourself you can do it. Everyone has a different plan or different dreams or different goals, and I just figured I thought this was an important topic, something that people actually enjoyed watching and being like, yeah, you know, I think I like this guy, or, you know, he's crazy, but he's got a point, and it's not that I'm all that great or whatever, it's just, this is stuff I think about all the time. I just figure, why not make a video about it? It's important. So, I guess that's pretty much all I got for today. So I guess the highlight is, do what you want to do. Don't let anything stop you. This is a new year. Make this year yours. Do whatever makes you, like, the best version of yourself. I'm going to do the best I can do that for myself. I want all you guys to do that. It'd be awesome. The world would be a better place if everyone just focused on how they can be the best version of themselves. So, you know, go out there and do it. If you enjoy it. So I guess that's all I really got to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you have any comments, you know, questions or thoughts about it, you know, leave them in the comment section. I'll definitely will read every single one of them and respond to every single one of them. Like I will respond to every single one of them, and I'm interested to see what people would say. So if this was interesting for you, let me know. And if you're new, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these, maybe one a week or so. I got a lot of topics up here that I'd love to get out. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.